This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, after a generous donation, Penn State Hazleton says thank you to a local attorney. We have interviews and more from High Acres. Happy Friday, and thank you for joining us at FYI. I'm Ken Cara. Here's your headlines from FYI News 13 and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. 1 year in prison. That was the sentence handed down today by U.S. District Judge Edwin Kosick for Robert Miracle. Miracle, the developer behind Luzerne County Kids for Cash scandal, pleaded guilty back in 2009 to a felony charge of withholding information on a crime. Prosecutors said he failed to disclose to federal investigators and a grand jury that he knew the judges were defrauding the federal government by lying about the money on their taxes. Miracle must report to a prison to be determined by 2 p.m. on May 12th. The sky was blue and white, and the Penn State alma mater filled the air. It was a beautiful day at the Penn State Hazleton campus on Thursday as the newly named Pasco L. Shivo Hall was dedicated before a crowd of community leaders, dignitaries, and Penn State alumni. The unveiling came in recognition of a $1 million gift to the Hazleton campus by prominent local attorney Pasco Shivo to create a scholarship endowment. What is even more impressive is the fact that Shivo did not attend Penn State.
Well, you know, it's because I saw firsthand in our community, I live here, firsthand the good that it's doing. And I really, when you see that, I mean, you gotta say, hey, how can I help propel that good to even greater lengths and for more people? And that's how I became involved.
The occasion also warranted a visit from the president of Penn State University, Dr. Rodney Erickson, along with a performance by members of the Blue Band from University Park. After the ceremony, Lisa Shugart sat down with Penn State President Rodney Erickson to talk about Shivo's donation and Erickson's time as president of the university.
What was it like to be here for you? I know you've been here many times before.
Well, today is a very special day. I always enjoy coming back to this campus because it's historic in many ways. It was the foundation for much of our Commonwealth campus system. It's such a beautiful campus, and so I've always felt a strong affinity for Penn State Hazleton, and to have the opportunity to be here for this very special occasion to name this beautiful building after Pasco Shivo it was a very moving day in many ways because I've known Pasco for many years, and I think his contributions to the campus are so many, and to the university, and particularly to our students.
Something like this is extremely important. This will mean his donation to the university will mean that we will see a lot more Penn Staters.
Oh, absolutely. The generosity of Pasco is really helping to set the foundation to continue to provide access and an affordable, high-quality Penn State education to the next generations of students of this region and beyond.
I know your role as president of the university is slowly coming to a close. How has the university changed since you started until now, what you see?
Well, it's changed in a lot of ways over 37 years. Obviously, it's a lot bigger institution than it was when I came. And it's a lot better institution. I think when I arrived, it was a very good university, and over the years it became a world-class university. So I've had the wonderful opportunity, the privilege really of spending almost a quarter of Penn State's history at the university.
You stepped up to the plate at a very difficult time in Penn State's history. What was that like for you? And now looking as you're leaving, do you think Penn State is in a better place right now?
I do think we're in a better place. We're in a very good position for my successor, Dr. Eric Barron, to take over. It was a difficult period, but I always felt that if we paid attention to what I call core business, teaching, research, and service, and if we provided the best possible quality of education for Penn State students, that was our foundation, and if we did that well, things would work out well for the university. And I also felt that Penn State University is a remarkable institution in so many ways. And I knew in my heart that Penn State people, faculty, staff, students, alumni, members of the communities around our campuses would reach down, pull their boots on, and do whatever was necessary to make sure that we continue to provide very high quality education for students across the Commonwealth and beyond.
Tonight's From the Mayor's Desk is for residents in Foster Township. If you haven't had an on-site inspection for rain leaders, sub pumps, and floor drains, you can call 570-636-3757 to set up an appointment. The Standard Speaker always has some great feature stories over the weekend, so make sure you pick up Saturday and Sunday's paper and go to standardspeaker.com for breaking news there. You could sign up for text and email alerts as well. Well, it's Facebook Friday, and you know what that means. If you don't worry, I'm going to explain. Just go to our Facebook page and answer our trivia question in the comments section under the post to be entered to win a $15 Bottlenecks gift certificate and a free week at Core Fitness, who celebrated the grand opening of the new part of their gym on Broad Street this afternoon. Coming up next on FYI, we'll make one of my favorite dishes in our In Your Community segment, and a little later in sports, we'll tell you about a local bowler who got a scholarship. When we come right back, Lisa talks with the Hazleton Area School District Superintendent about PSSA scores and more.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
We're in your community today, back here at Sand Springs with Chef Mark, and today we are making quesadillas.
And what's nice about a quesadilla, they come in all different sizes. You could get a 6-inch, you could get a 12-inch. They come in spinach, they come in tomato, or this is just a plain type.
All right.
So we're just making small ones today. What I like to do is get some butter spray.
Okay.
We're gonna spray both sides.
Okay.
Put it down in your pan. Get our cheddar, and you could use any kind of cheese. I don't like using mozzarella because mozzarella don't have any taste. American,
So use your
Munster.
favorite cheese on there?
Right, you could put any cheese you want on. So we put our cheddar on, we get our fresh spinach.
Okay.
You put that on raw, or you could saute it first before you put it on. Then we put our top on.
Okay, butter side up.
Butter side up. We cook that for maybe 2 minutes on one side, flip it on the other side for another 2 minutes, and it should come out like golden brown. You could serve it with sour cream if you have it at your house, or some salsa. And it's a nice little snack or a meal. And also you could use it for maybe some hors d'oeuvres for a dinner party.
Yeah, it's a good size too. They're nice and small. Yes. Next week, what are we gonna make?
Next week we're making tomato bruschetta.
All right, and what do our folks at home need to have?
Okay, next week we should have a nice ripe tomato, not soft but firm, some crostini bread or a baguette bread, some garlic, some olive oil, and some fresh basil if possible. If not, we could use some dry basil.
All right, we'll wing it. And then what are some specials going on here?
And check us out in May on Tuesdays for our Tex-Mex night and on Thursdays for our pies and pints.
All right, we'll see you next week right here. We are cooking at Sand Springs every Friday.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
I really want to talk about the weather, but all I can think about is quesadillas. Okay, this is serious though. The National Weather Service has issued a red flag warning for northeast Pennsylvania until 7 p.m. tonight. A red flag warning indicates the weather is right for explosive fire growth potential, so just keep that in mind. And now here's FYI weather from the National Weather Service. Tonight, showers, 80% chance, and that's mainly before 3 a.m. The low will be around 41. For Saturday, more showers, 50% chance, and that's mainly after 10 a.m. It'll be partly sunny with a high near 59. For Saturday night, There's a chance of showers before 10 p.m. It's a 40% chance. And then on Sunday, mostly sunny, high near 53. Sunday night will be clear with the low getting down to 33. Next work week, we start with a mostly sunny day with a high near 57. And then on Monday night, it will be mostly cloudy, low at 40. And then for Tuesday, 40% chance of showers, but we'll get up to 50. And Tuesday night, another 50% chance of showers, low around 40.
The State Department of Education has issued a list of low-achieving schools, and 5 schools in the Hazleton Area School District are on that list, including a school that had recently earned awards as late as last year, and now they're listed in the bottom 15% of schools in Pennsylvania. The Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Francis X. Antonelli, is here with me now to explain. How did McAdoo Elementary Middle School go from a high-achieving school to being in the lowest 15%?
Okay, Lisa, first let me state that if you look statewide, schools that are on this list are typically schools from urban areas with high percentages of economically disadvantaged students, special education students, and English language learners. McAdoo-Calais is a fine school, fine faculty and administration, same teachers. Over the years, had in fact earned Keystone Awards for high PSSA test scores. In the last 2 years, the building has been expanded into a K-8 facility. With the advent of 7th and 8th grade, students were drawn from the southern end of the city of Hazleton to attend McAdoo-Calais. So they have a new student demographic, and since that has occurred, they have actually gone from earning awards for high scores to being on this list of the lowest 15% of schools. Research does suggest rather strongly that poverty is the most single influential factor on a student's learning. We're certainly not blaming students, but we do understand that children of poverty many times do not have the same early learning opportunities, health care, nutritional care as their peers coming from different zip codes and wealthier neighborhoods. It's not a level playing field. That concerns us greatly. We do our best to try and meet the needs of these students through our early intervention programs and our pre-K programs here in the Hazleton Area School District. We are revising curricula in reading and math. In fact, the construction project at Maple Manor is in fact addressing this issue because our inner city schools are typically overcrowded with overcrowded classrooms. The new Maple Manor project will now allow us to reduce class size to 22 from grades K through 2 and reduce class size to 25 in grades 3 through 8. And we feel that the reduced class size in the inner city schools will better enable our teachers and administrators to meet the needs of a very challenging demographic.
Well, this is a very complex subject matter, and it deserves much more time. So we will be allocating more time to this on SSPTV and the Sam Lasan Show. You will be a guest along with some of the principals to further explain this. So that visit is coming up.
Yes, and we're looking forward to that visit with Sam. I'll be accompanied by Mr. Petrone, the principal at Hazleton Area High School, and Mr. Marnell, the principal at McAdoo-Calais Elementary Middle School.
All right, thank you very much, and I hope that you will tune in for that special Sam Lasan Show to find out more about what it means for the Hazleton Area School District, and if you're a parent, you'll definitely be interested. Reporting for FYI, I'm Lisa Sugart.
Hello again, and welcome back to the Hazleton Animal Shelter. I'm Chris, here with our friend Bridget. We're going to show you one female cat and one male cat today because all of the ads for our dogs are still currently running. So we'll show you one of each kind of cat that's up for adoption today. Here our female cat is Bridget. She's a young adult domestic short hair and she's gray and white. As you can see, she loves to be held. She's very friendly and gets along pretty well with the other cats also. So she'd probably do fine in a home where there already are some animals there. Bridget is currently up to date on all of her vaccines, including her rabies shot. She also tested negative for FIV and feline leukemia, and she is spayed. Once again, she's a very friendly little young adult female cat, domestic short hair. And that is our Bridget. Now we'll show you one of our male cats. Okay, and now I'm here in the male cat colony with Jeremiah, who is one of our more recent cats, and He is a domestic medium hair. He's a young neutered male, probably only about 8 months old. He's also very friendly with the other cats, so I think he would do excellent in a home with other animals. Jeremiah here is neutered, up to date on all of his shots, and he's a domestic medium hair, so he has a really beautiful coat and would require only a moderate amount of brushing daily. Also, it's worth mentioning that this time of year, many animals are starting to have litters, including stray cats. So if you have any cats of your own that you like to use as indoor-outdoor cats, it's best to make sure they're spayed or neutered so they don't end up bringing home or creating a litter of their own, and also fully vaccinating them against rabies and treating for fleas and ticks is very important this time of year as well. The more likely your animal is to come in contact with the outside world, the more important it is to make sure that they're prepared for it through vaccine and other precautions. Thank you very much. I'm Chris Barkanik.
You just saw adorable cats, and now I hope you won some money. What a great day that would be. Here's your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. The Daily 930, the Big 4 7466, Quinto 48947, Treasure Hunt 12, 21, 24, 26, 27. We're going to the lanes when FYI comes right back.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Alyssa Balicki, you just finished 4th in the state with the Hazleton Area High School girls bowling team. What are you going to do next? She's going to college with a bowling scholarship. That's what she's doing. Balicki will bowl at the Division I level at Long Island University in Brooklyn, New York. She says she likes the campus and the city. After a very successful high school career, she talks about the challenges she'll face at the next level.
The shots are going to be a lot harder, like the format, the layout on the lanes is going to be challenging because it's not going to be on house, but just make good shots, do the best that I could do, and just have fun.
Is it fun to go casual bowling with a group of friends?
Sometimes, yes, but sometimes I just feel awkward because I come in with my 2 big bowling bags and they're just like, what is she doing? So sometimes it's fun, but other times I really just need to work on some stuff, so I won't go with them and I'll just go with myself.
Now, Balicki says one of her favorite memories from high school is having all her friends jokingly tell her that they were going bowling later after school. Wonder if they'd still be laughing if Balicki took them up on that offer. Balicki is the only senior from the Lady Cougars' successful 2014 team, so most of the team will be back for another run at a state championship. The Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Penguins will start the AHL playoffs this weekend, and they will be in Binghamton over the weekend playing 2 games, and then on Wednesday they come back home to the Mohegan Sun Arena for Game 3 of the best-of-5 Eastern Conference quarterfinal series. Now it's time for the FYI Standard Speaker scoreboard. The Cougar tennis team bounced back from their first loss of the season as they swept by Holy Redeemer. Crestwood fell to Big Bad Berwick. Hazleton Area's track team continues to dash through the conference season. They swept the meet against Crestwood. In college softball, the local Lady Lions earned a split with Wilkes University. The Penn State University Hazleton baseball team lost to Penn State York in Game 1. Corey Ironman, repping the C-Dub Comets, had 2 RBIs. Marion baseball, still trying to right the ship after they lost a few games. They lost to Schuylkill. Minersville, they knocked off Monoy area. MMI came up short against Myers. Pottsville scored 3 in the 7th to beat North Schuylkill. The Big HA continues to roll in softball. Pottsville beat North Schuylkill in the Schuylkill League. MMI, they knocked off Pius the 10th, and Monoy area fell to Minersville. And finally, Crestwood shut out Tunkhannock in boys lacrosse. Recaps from all of these games are in Friday's Hazleton Standard Speaker. Is it possible to make Fridays even better? It is. Here comes Short Shots.
Strange things keep happening. Like a baseball falls apart on the ground of the third and a pitcher gets tossed and suspended for using pine tar on his neck. Mother of God. Hi, everybody. It's the final Friday of the month. This is Short Shots, and happy birthday to Wrigley Field, which turned 100 years old yesterday. Last Saturday, Hazleton Area's baseball team beat Crestwood behind Tony Hernandez, who fired a neat 3-hitter. The Lady Cougars also blanked the Comets behind Celine Paulesi's 2-hitter, and MMI's Hardball Club shut out Wyoming Sam behind Charlie Karshner's 3-hitter. The Peppers were 4-2, but they lost yesterday on Monday. The Cougars demolished Dallas. Marion got mauled by Shenbao. The Lady Cougars defeated Dallas, and Hazelton area's boys and girls also swept Dallas in track and field. They're both 4-0 after defeating Crestwood yesterday. Also on money, the Hazelton area boys tennis team played perfect at 7-0 with an easy win over Wyoming area, and MMI netted Pittston. On Tuesday, MMI lost to Northwest in baseball, and the Cougars lost to the Tongue Tigers in volleyball. On Wednesday, at home, Hazelton area committed 7 errors, but still prevailed over Parkland. Kara's crew was 8-1. The Lady Cougars outslugged Berwick on the road and Coughlin and Wilkes-Barre yesterday. Tribal Peace's Terrifics are also 8-1. Marion lost to Tri-Val, and the Phillies took it on the chin at Minersville. They're 8-3. In a tennis showdown of unbeatens in Kingston, Hazelton area lost to Wyoming area, but bounced back over Redeemer yesterday. The Cougars are 8-1. The Cougars are 8-1 in baseball, softball, and tennis. Not too shabby. What else? Penn State Hazelton softball coach Marty Mrozinski won his 200th game. Former Hazelton area track star Donald Pollitt captured the 110 meters hurdle title for Syracuse University at Chapel Hill in North Carolina in an ACC TNF championship meet. Alex Pujols of the Angels hit his 500th home run. Greg Popovich of the Spurs was named NBA Coach of the Year. The Knicks fired their coach. And finally, let me remind you that today is Hug Your Plumbers Day. Really and truly, let me make it all weekend, okay? It should be a good one. The rest is up to you till Monday. Stay loose. Mother of God.
Be happy, it's Friday, and go to Bottlenecks for half-price happy hour starting at 6 p.m. They have live music and half-price appetizers.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, happy 13th birthday to Gabrielle Catrone. She celebrates on Saturday. This wish comes with love from your family. One quick announcement, the Hazelton Art League will be hosting an opening reception for photographer Taka Kobayashi on Saturday, April 26th from 5 to 7 p.m. The display will be open until May 11th. For more information, call 570-817-1075. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Anna Soltis of drums. Services were held today at the St. John the Baptist Byzantine Catholic Church. Arrangements were by the Harmon Funeral Home. And Alice Gimo of Hazelton. Mass is Saturday at noon at the Holy Rosary Church. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazelton. For delivery to all local funeral homes, call 570-454-0111. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is John Petrillo of Hazel Township. John, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-459-9813 to win your free movie.
Before we leave, we want you to know you can watch an all-new Skin Sense on Saturday at 6 p.m. and Sunday at 2:30. Go hug a plumber. We'll see you on Monday. Until then, take it easy.